this community. I want to circulate the unity and the unity, the continuity of opportunity for stacking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Los Angeles Rams. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Throwing to start the drive. Benedict. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. On the draw, this is Barkley. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Benedict. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 3rd down. Benedict. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Come on. Hey. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Rig.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. Mustang 19. Trap 50. Check. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Nice little juke. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. We're scoreless after 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now an audible here into something else. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Benedict. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 6 from the 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Barkley will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Barkley again. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
go now.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Benedict throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Campbell making the catch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Dragon 60. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Akers, back-to-back catches. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
final shot before break. Benedict.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Rams.
Anthony Schwartz
from 10 yards out.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
122 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A-gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, three-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. 44 yards.
And the Giants have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 17-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11. '79 Broncos. Say, hurt.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Buffalo 18. Go Streets. Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Open there, right side is caught, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out.
And the Rams put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's a give to Barkley. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Benedict. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Benedict.
Hyatt has got it. He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jalen Hyatt,
64 yards.
and the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3. Fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
70 Lions.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Going right back to Akers.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Tight. 19 tight. Hey, smash. Go.
Back to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Street. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. There's the stiff arm. And now running right through it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Benedict. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on 4th down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
And the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.